I'm Maher, and I'm the Managing Director of Innov8 Technology. So, in terms of day-to-day operations, it's intimately involved in everything we do. We process all of our orders through Sage. So, in terms of the initial interaction with the customer, that's driven via Sage. We then use our order processing and on the purchase side to meet any of the obligations that we've got for our customers. We use back-to-back purchase ordering in most cases for our orders with our customers, and then use that as the control mechanism. So when whatever it is we need for those orders has arrived, we know it has, we know who's waiting for it, and then we use that as the focal point then for invoicing the work once it's been completed. In terms of controlling our resources and our time, we blend that Sage 200 system with our Sage CRM, and we that's how we control projects. We know where we're up to in the delivery of a project, and our time booking is all done through that as well. So once all of that's happened, then there are a small number, and I'm sure most people will admit this that are running a business, but there are actually a small number of really important pieces of information that we need to know that the business is in a good place and is in good shape, and that the checking of the pulse, if you like, is giving good results. So we use Sage and CRM. Obviously, that's where the data that we want is, and we use a number of things to automate the information that I want to see on a daily basis. But that would be via either Power BI, and also we use Dracer and the SRS report scheduler. So I don't just have to go and drive the system to get this information. It arrives in my inbox every day and I don't have to worry about it. The ability to get this information has become, over time, I mean, I've been around a very long time, so there were times where I was asking questions of people and systems that weren't possible. But these days, everything's possible. And if you're a customer, that can be the biggest challenge, actually, trying to decipher what we should do rather than what is possible. If you start off with everything's pretty much possible these days, it really is just a question of deciding, am I going to get a return on the investment from spending the time getting that done? And for us, obviously, it's a slightly different challenge because it's our resources that we're using, but we do take that quite seriously and look at it in the same way that a customer would. Yes, well, we are in the middle of a growth strategy that has got a different trajectory than it used to have, and the last 2 years in particular has been more accelerated, and the next 2 years are planned to be the same. We've taken on Sage Intacct in the last 12 to 18 months, and that's going really well. And it looks like that's something that we're going to be embracing in the future. So while Sage 200 gives us everything we need, we are looking at the growth and the ability to stay in the Sage portfolio, but we're going fully cloud. Only that in terms of the way that customers engage us, I think that is the challenge these days, that understanding what you need is step one, and then understanding whether you're going to get value from what you're spending your money on is step two. It's very unusual that you can't find the solution you want in some way, shape or form. So if you join Sage, whether it's 200 or Intacct, you are actually looking at joining an ecosystem where if it can't be done out of the box what you want, that isn't the end of the story. You are going to be able to get what you want. It's just a case of working with your partner, usually us, to find out whether that's going to give you value and how that value can be received.